iDiski Times, now available in stores around the country for only R3.50.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Al Hilal 0, Mamelodi Sundowns 0. CAF Champions League group stage match day number 5. One more game left. Mamelodi Sundowns already sealed the qualification. South Africa 2 games in Sudan over 6 days and no goals scored. However, with Sundowns context, it was a second string team, a B team for Sundowns. They managed to get a point away from home. Joseph Makhanya, Orlando Pirates legend. The first place to start, I guess, is the starting 11. In the context of the game, you, number one, have already qualified. You're playing fringe players. Were you happy with what you saw? Did the guys raise their hands in terms of just knocking on the door your starting 11?
Yeah, no, thanks very much, Kulego. And greetings to our viewers and hoping they continue supporting iDiskiTV. Yeah, based on the game, I was very much happy to see the so-called fringe players raising up their hands because there were a lot of especially players who can be a prospect for a national team because of that's what we are currently looking for. I saw Ricardo Goss because of I'm a fan of him, so sure. I was happy to see him, Ricardo Goss. But at the end of the day, we still having a problem in the goalkeeping department, especially when we do Pumile. So Ricardo Goss, I was happy to see Udirek and the way he commanded himself. Come one-on-one situation against the very same striker Pinking last week against Abu Tyson. So he is Tyson. So he dealt with the striker very well. And one-on-one situation. Timing be right, speed be right, over because of what we're getting from the team, approachable. Same as national team because of they've got the influence inning from good national team. They've got about 6 players, so automatically the way national team the same Al Hilal were going to approach the game ngaleon ndlela ngoba mawubheka futhi Al Hilal they needed a win so badly.
Yeah,
because of they are at home. Yeah, so it was important for them to get that win, which is something they didn't get because of Sundowns into yenzile. They manage space kahle, they cover ama position right, ama one-on-one situation bewayenza ngoba bewa win abo direct because of bewangafika bazilahlele just like lento sibonile last week. So bewangazilahleli, so timing be right, so they couldn't create some opportunities even though they had about maybe 8 shot at goals on target. Amanye bewashay pali. So but they also again you can say also maybe luck was not on their side. They could have gotten maybe a goal or so because of Sundowns the way they approach the game. Yes, second string team, but a bit of a lackluster performance from a match. At the end of the day, whenever you are given an opportunity like this, you need to also now bonus with I'm raising my hand so that next game the coach can consider me. Yeah, but maupega I must start sabo bebaqala ibola from velo course bekavela abaphase khona la 18 ngoba ebholweni sesign okudelela leyo sometimes ngoba even amachita bewapressa very high ngoba they so ukuthi labantu laba bavele baqala ibola nje from a move especially first half. Then they started pushing about maybe 3 guys to press them high so that they start kicking the ball because of now they were getting tired with the match from over. So we need to come back from organization here to some so chaser. So it meant it was going to mess up the team organization because of this is one team if unuklala organized ngoba they know good they've got ama challenges within the team. So a team if unuklala organized ingafuna ama disruption in terms of ukuthi ama players they don't need to be pulled all over. So structure sabo they don't want to lose their structure. So ile team enjalo. So it's announced whenever they started Ebola. So they were getting fed up because of the situation there. So then they started pushing about 3 guys phambili ukuthi no abastophe lento lo. So automatically Sundowns had to start kicking ama long ball, which is not Sundowns strength. So automatically it became a game ukuthi Sundowns they didn't create so many chances, especially they were passing the ball the way we normally know them, but they didn't create that much money.
For sure. Couple of things as well as you talking now, I'm thinking Al Hilal is not so strong in even in Sudan. So Sudan, when they were in South Africa, we beat them. It was so easy. Al Hilal, when they were in South Africa against Sundowns, they lost 2-0. But for some reason, when they are at home, number one, they have a fan base behind them. Today there were fans there, 1,000 or 2,000 people. It might even be more than the limit. And secondly, the actual pitch itself. For some reason, but for them, they are so used to playing such that it becomes an advantage. The fans and the pitch as well. They become a different team at home.
Yeah, those are, I think we call maybe our performance factors, especially the way being about the pitch is very hard, bumpy. So if you are a passing team, it becomes difficult for you to play. So number two, the heat factor as well. The game was actually supposed to be played at 6 o'clock, had to be moved to 3 o'clock. So why? Because of going to challenge Amalite. So they are a team of they know those factors. They play an advantage side in Labo because of now they are not a technically good side, so they rely on those factors, especially the heat also, and also the bumpiness of the surface or pitch, especially money team you like moving the ball around. Then again, it's a team that plays more with the heart. We saw Bafana Bafana, they playing more aggressively as compared to they are not that technically gifted.
Yeah, for sure, and it makes a huge difference. In football, some things are a mystery. You wonder why a team is different at FNB or Lucas Morepe than when they are at home. They didn't look like they could play football when they were in South Africa, but when they are at home, they are a completely different beast altogether. Now, last question, Mamelodi Sundowns, not a train smash for them, even the way they played. They won't be too despondent. They wanted to manage the situation. They didn't want to use their first team players, and they came out of it with a draw. Good thing for them. Now, when you go to future matches, they have one more match in the group stages. What is their approach? What is the best approach in your opinion in terms of how you deal with that? Do you still go with fringe players because you've already qualified, or do you build the confidence? Yamajita, Ibelo you play them again at home and you play your strongest first team.
Yeah, I think if football is all about sharpness, once you lose your sharpness, sometimes it becomes a problem, it becomes a concern. So I would say, yes, it was good to see Amanya being given a run, but at the end of the day, you need to manage both of you. One thing also that you need to comment about the Sundowns, they never had so many injuries as compared to other teams that they are competing with, as much as they are playing so many games a season in. So you need to comment a technical team, especially how they manage them players. You could see with Namhlanje they try to rest most of our players, majority of a team is but at the end of the day you need to guard against also sharpness. You can't really lose the sharpness. So going towards a game, because of now you are preparing yourself for your quarterfinals, I will, as a coach, maybe I will start with a strong team, so that at least you bring back a mental sharpness, physical sharpness again, so that whenever they are in need of one thing that has benefited Sundowns is they got a bit of game time, so it means whenever they are needed something so party, then again you will always go back to your strongest line.
All right, there you go. Mamelodi Sundowns 0, Al Hilal 0 in Sudan. South Africa failing to score a goal in Sudan. Sundowns will be happy about not scoring a goal because really most importantly was to avoid a loss. They almost lost the game. Luck was not on Al Hilal's side. Well done to Mamelodi Sundowns. They win the group. iDiskiTimes.co.za, iDiskiTV on Facebook as well. WSB is our sponsor, World Sports Betting. WSB.co.za. Thank you very much for watching us.